Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're subscribed, I love bringing you the latest in automotive news, and today I've got something special. We're talking about two electric SUVs that are about to shake up the luxury EV market in a big way. The all-new 2026 BMW iX3 and the 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLC EV. Now, these aren't just any electric SUVs. These are the flagships that both German giants are betting their electric futures on, and after diving deep into all the details, I can tell you this is going to be one of the most exciting battles in the AV space we've seen yet. Let me start with the BMW iX3, because honestly, this thing is a complete game changer. This isn't just a refresh of the old X3, this is BMW's first new E-Class vehicle, which means it's built from the ground up on their next-generation electric platform. And you can immediately see the difference. The design language is completely fresh, with these sharp, angular lines that make it look like it just rolled out of a sci-fi movie. The kidney grille is still there, but it's been reimagined as this sleek, illuminated panel that gives the whole front end this futuristic glow. What really caught my attention, though, is how BMW has managed to make this look both familiar and revolutionary at the same time. You've still got that signature Hofmeister kink at the rear window, but everything else screams, this is the future of BM. The proportions are spot on too. It sits lower and wider than the current X3, giving it this athletic stance that just begs you to take it on a winding road. Now, over in Stuttgart, Mercedes isn't sitting idle. The GLC EV takes a slightly different approach to luxury electric design. Where BMW went angular and futuristic, Mercedes kept things more flowing and elegant. The GLC EV is actually about 2 inches longer than the X3, and it maintains more of that traditional Mercedes SUV silhouette, but with subtle electric touches. The most striking feature has to be that massive illuminated grille panel. Hundreds of individual LEDs create this stunning light show that announces you're driving something special from blocks away. Both of these vehicles represent a complete departure from their brand's first-generation electric efforts. Remember the old BMW X3 that never made it to the US? Or the Mercedes EQC that felt more like a converted gas car? These new models are purpose-built electric vehicles, and it shows in every detail. Let's talk about what's under the hood, or rather, what's powering these electric beasts. The BMW iX3 comes with a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that produces 463 horsepower. But here's what's really clever about BMW's approach. Instead of using permanent magnet motors that require rare earth elements, they're using a hybrid motor configuration. The rear gets externally excited synchronous motors while the front uses asynchronous motors. This makes the whole system more sustainable and less dependent on rare materials. Pretty smart thinking from BMW's engineers. Mercedes takes a more traditional approach with their dual motor setup, and while they haven't revealed the exact power figures yet, industry sources suggest we're looking at something in the 400-plus horsepower range. Both systems promise that instant electric torque we love, but with the refinement and sophistication you'd expect from these luxury brands. Range is where things get really interesting. BMW's claiming up to 400 miles of EPA range for the iX3, which would put it right in Tesla territory. Mercedes is being a bit more conservative with their estimates, but early European testing suggests the GLC EV could achieve over 400 miles on the European WLTP cycle, which typically translates to around 350 to 380 miles EPA. Either way, both of these vehicles should eliminate any range anxiety for the vast majority of drivers. Charging speeds are where both manufacturers are really pushing the envelope. The X3 supports up to 400 kilowatts DC fast charging thanks to its 800-volt architecture, which means you could theoretically add hundreds of miles of range in just 15 to 20 minutes under ideal conditions. The GLC EV supports similarly fast charging speeds, though Mercedes hasn't been as specific about their maximum rates yet. Now, let's step inside these cabins, because this is where the real magic happens. The BMW iX3 features what might be the most radical interior BMW has ever created. The centerpiece is this curved 43-inch display that stretches across the entire windshield. Yes, you heard that right, windshield-mounted display technology. It's like having an augmented reality system built right into the car. The traditional dashboard is almost completely gone, replaced by this floating center console and these incredibly comfortable seats. Made from recycled and sustainable materials, Mercedes takes a different approach with their interior philosophy. The GLC EV features a massive curved display that dominates the dashboard. We're talking about a screen that makes even the latest Mercedes S-Class look conservative. But Mercedes has kept more traditional physical elements like air vents and some buttons, creating this blend of high-tech functionality with familiar luxury touches. The materials are absolutely stunning too, with options for sustainable leather alternatives and recycled trim pieces. Both interiors feel like they're from 2030, but in different ways. BMW's approach is more radical and minimalist, while Mercedes goes for maximum screen real estate while maintaining some traditional luxury cues. Personally, I think both approaches work brilliantly for their respective brand identities. What's really impressive is how both manufacturers have thought about sustainability beyond just being electric. The iX3 uses recycled PET fabrics, maritime plastics recovered from ocean waste, and secondary aluminum throughout the interior. Mercedes has implemented similar eco-friendly materials, showing that luxury doesn't have to come at the expense of environmental responsibility. In terms of technology, both vehicles are absolutely loaded. The iX3 gets BMW's latest iDrive system, with over-the-air updates, advanced driver assistance features, and integration with everything from your home smart systems to your digital wallet. The Mercedes system is equally impressive with their latest MBUX interface, voice control that actually understands natural language, and connectivity features that make your smartphone look basic. Now let's talk money, because I know that's what everyone wants to know. BMW has been pretty transparent here. The iX3 will start at around $60,000 when it arrives in summer 2026. That's positioned perfectly to compete with the Tesla Model Y Performance and the Audi Q4 e-tron while undercutting the larger luxury electric SUVs. Mercedes is being more coy about pricing for the GLC EV, simply saying that details will come closer to launch. But industry insiders expect it to be priced similarly to the BMW, possibly with a slight premium given Mercedes' positioning strategy. We're probably looking at a starting price somewhere in the $65,000, $70,000 range. Both of these prices represent serious value when you consider what you're getting. These aren't just electric versions of existing cars, they're completely new vehicles built on cutting-edge platforms, with technology that will influence their respective brands for the next decade, compared to their predecessors. Both vehicles represent massive leaps forward. The original BMW iX3 was a decent car but felt like a transitional model. This new iX3 feels like BMW's true electric vision realized. Similarly, the GLC EV is light years ahead of the EQC in terms of efficiency, design, and technology integration. What excites me most about both of these vehicles is that they don't feel like compromises. These aren't electric cars that happen to be luxury vehicles. They're luxury vehicles that happen to be electric, and that distinction makes all the difference. Both BMW and Mercedes have clearly learned from their early electric efforts and have created vehicles that don't ask you to give up anything to go electric. If I had to pick a winner right now, and trust me, this is tough, I'd say it comes down to what you value most. The BMW iX3 is more radical, more futuristic, and potentially more efficient. It's the choice for buyers who want to make a statement about embracing the future. The Mercedes GLC EV is more refined, more traditionally luxurious, and potentially more comfortable for daily use. It's the choice for buyers who want cutting-edge technology wrapped in familiar luxury, honestly. The real winner here might be us, the consumers. Having two manufacturers pushing each other to create better, more advanced electric vehicles means we all benefit from the innovation and competition both vehicles are set to arrive in 2026, with the BMW slightly earlier in the summer and the Mercedes following in the second half of the year. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of both and give you my full impressions. What do you think? Are you Team BMW or Team Mercedes? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the latest automotive news. I'll be covering both of these vehicles extensively as we get closer to launch, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.